Good morning. Welcome to day 2 of our kickoff meeting. And for those of you who couldn't join yesterday, really welcome to the overall water mining kickoff meeting. Yesterday we saw presentations of work package 2, 3, 4 and 7, and we had 2 breakout sessions. Preceding the work package presentations, the case studies were presented both in a presentation and in a video. This gave a nice view on how the demonstrations are located and what the water mining activities are going to improve to realize these demonstrations. In between, we were treated on the partner videos, which we will continue today. Today, at the end of the day, after the lunch break, we will together vote for the best video, so keep looking. And we made a pre-list, a pre-selection of the, 8 or perhaps 9 best videos that we saw as the project management team. And you can vote for one of those, so keep looking. Now, in the presentations, we saw how the organization of stakeholder identification and engagement is going to be done. This is not an easy task, as a number of work packages wish to organize different types of interaction with various different stakeholders, and we do not want to get stakeholder fatigue. That's a new word that's come up recently. But you can imagine that it is not nice for a policy worker in a certain city in Cyprus to get 3 or 4 people trying to interact with him with similar questions. So that is why it was very good that we will organize a coordination of this. And Degema will be in charge of that. Dennis Becker will be the one who coordinates all the engagement activities. And before that, we also have, of course, a plan how to identify the interactions that we will have with different stakeholders. So if in doubt about one of the activities in your work package related to stakeholder engagement, then contact Dennis. We also have got a much better idea about the ICT tools that we will develop in work package 7. And of course on the expectations of the European Commission, because our project officer Violeta Kosmikaite has presented everything that we need to know about how the European Commission work, how the programs are related to the Green Deals and all that stuff. Of course, we will share the presentations that we have seen yesterday and that we will see today, and the minutes of this meeting, this whole kickoff meeting, or the summary minutes I should say, for your information, and you can always then look back to everything. Before I go for the program of today, let me just ask Mark, what was the impression of yesterday?
Well, I think everything ran smooth, besides our cows who disturbed the Wi-Fi system. But it shows that it's a huge program with many different case studies, and the challenge will be to integrate these case studies with the societal and economic aspects, and to really make sure that resource recovery becomes more than a technological option, but really implemented in the circular economy. And in the breakout sessions there has been contact between the different groups. I hope that in the coming year, despite all the issues around Corona and the limited possibilities for traveling and really meeting each other, which is somehow crucial for this kind of access, that we manage to bring these fields together and to make sure that circular economy becomes a reality from the context of the water field.
Yeah, that would be excellent, right? Better water for everybody. Dimitris, now I go to you. What did you think?
Yes, I liked it a lot. It was very innovative how we have set this up, and the reaction that I got from the participants is that it helped them also to not to get bored with the typical Microsoft Teams setting that normally happens. So I like that a lot, so that people could stay engaged throughout the day, and I hope that this will happen again today. Another aspect is that yesterday we had technical work packages being presented, so 3, 4, and 5, and then we had the horizontal one. And I think that that was a good touch in the agenda, because now we will have only one technical demonstration that we are going to present, that is work package 6. But the feeling of yesterday is that we have the technical demonstrations, and with work package 7 we had the horizontal work package. And that gave the synergy aspect of it, and I like this a lot. The second aspect that I liked myself is the breakout sessions. I think it helped a lot, not only to communicate between the partners what are the inputs and outputs requested, but it gave also the opportunity to have a ground on how we can make a planning ahead. So I think it helped us a lot, and we should definitely now follow up on that and deliver.
Yeah, that would be good, and of course we expect that from all of you. We also had one person who said, well, maybe we have a little bit more breaks, so we can stretch our legs or grab a coffee or go to the toilet. Well, we will make sure that you will get those breaks. In fact, I won't be speaking the whole 15 minutes now as an introduction and an overview of day one. So there is a few minutes for you to settle before we go to the first presentation. But first, let me go through the program of today with you. We will see case study 6, as announced already by Dimitris here, and that is in Rotterdam, but also in India. We have a video from the institute in India that is partner in our consortium. And Ellen Tuinman will present then work package 6 and all the objectives, expectations and risks there. That will be followed by work package 8, and Irina Katsu from Brunel University will discuss and introduce the sustainability assessment of the case studies and how we interact with the other work packages to make sure that that information is also fed back to the other activities that we have. Now this is followed by a work package 9 presentation by Professor Loisidou on market exploitation and circular economy business modeling, and then we will have work package 10 on policy packages and a roadmap of Yamit Naftali from the Institute in Jerusalem. Before lunch, we will be introduced to our living lab here, where we are sitting, the floating farm, and our dissemination activities with Nicole Heine in work package 11. So we have a little bit of a mix of the last industrial case studies and also the more integrative horizontal work packages that we are all dealing with in our consortium today. And of course, with dissemination and information, we also have quite a task in getting work package 11 good off the ground to make sure that we profile the activities that we have and that we can see that everybody else can see how hard we work in this project to get everything organized and realized. Now, in between, we will make sure that you can stretch your legs. I already said that, and that you can get some coffee and get some other things, perhaps. But I need to read something now. Okay. But I couldn't read it. I'm sorry. This is also
ask questions.
it will be coming indeed. I'm sorry. We also have to improvise a bit, and it is bloody hot here. Sorry about that. But this sun is now moving away behind the clouds, so we will get perhaps also a little better picture of where we sit here. Okay, so after lunch we will go to the administrative part, and in between we will see another set, of course, of partner videos that you so beautifully made. And when we go to the administrative part, we will discuss finances, and also including what you need to do, what you need to know, and what you exactly don't need to do, so preventing the mistakes to which may be disastrous on a financial matter. But we will not only discuss finances, important, but there are also other things important. And one other thing that is very important is ethics. Are we doing the morally good things? And well, we have a presentation by Lotte Asveld, who will go through the ethics in this project and how we deal with that. This will be followed by Dimitris on innovation and data management. And after that, we will have our final discussion. And in that final discussion, we can not have everybody on the floor, as you can imagine, because we have over 100 registrations and people who are now joining us in this meeting. But we will do that by getting your suggestions and your questions through the live chat function. Now the live chat function is this orange thing at the right hand bottom of your screen, and you can press on it and put your questions there, and we will make sure that they will be fed to us, and then we can discuss it here and hope to get some interaction in that way. There will be also polls in between, so you can vote on different things, including of course of the partner video of our kickoff meeting, but also on other things, and you can just fill that in. It looks well pretty easy to handle when you are there, and you can do that. Any other suggestions? So therefore, put that in the live chat. And make sure you contribute to that. It doesn't matter if you do it now or in an hour or in 3 hours. Just make sure that we have them all after the lunch break before we go into the final discussion, so we can really make sure that we will discuss and come back on your suggestions and your questions. Okay, but now we will go. Well, we have a few minutes left. We have 5 minutes left, so we leave you with 5 minutes for a bit of relaxation. And then we have the keynote lecture from Paul O'Callaghan, and that will be introduced by Mark van Loosdrecht.